Hey everyone! Today I want to dive deep into the true meaning of fasting during Ramadan. It's a time of spiritual rejuvenation and growth for millions of Muslims around the world. At its core, fasting is an act of worship, a way to connect with our Creator, and a means to attain self-purification. When we think of fasting, we often think of abstaining from food and drink, but there's so much more to it. Many people view fasting as a physical challenge, a test of endurance, where the goal is to simply make it through the day without eating or drinking. Some might even think that fasting is just about avoiding certain activities or stimuli during certain hours of the day, but the truth is, fasting is so much more than that. For many of us, fasting can be a daunting task, especially in the summer months when the days are long and hot. We might struggle to keep up with our daily routines, or feel lethargic and sluggish. We might get irritable and short-tempered or feel like we're just going through the motions, and yet despite these challenges, millions of Muslims fast every year, and it's not just about abstaining from food and drink. In fact, the Arabic word for fasting, siyam, means to abstain not just from physical things but also from negative behaviors and thoughts. Fasting is about self-discipline, about training ourselves to control our desires and our thoughts. It's about developing empathy for those who don't have the luxury of going to a fridge or a kitchen whenever they want. When we fast, we're not just abstaining from food, we're experiencing what it's like to be hungry, to be thirsty, to be in need, and that experience can be incredibly humbling. Take, for example, the experience of a single mother who has to work 2 jobs just to make ends meet. Imagine the feeling of coming home after a long day, exhausted and hungry, but still having to cook dinner for your family. Fasting gives us a glimpse into the lives of those who struggle every day, and that's a powerful thing. Fasting is also about spiritual growth, about cultivating a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the blessings we have. When we fast, we're forced to reevaluate our priorities, to think about what's truly important to us. We're reminded that our bodies are not our own but rather a trust from our Creator, and that we should use them in a way that pleases Him. I remember a story about a friend of mine who struggled with anxiety and depression. During Ramadan, she found that fasting helped her to focus on her mental health, to prioritize her well-being, and to find a sense of peace and calm that she had been lacking. For her, fasting was a transformative experience that helped her to develop a deeper connection with herself and with her Creator. For many of us, fasting can be a transformative experience that helps us to develop a deeper connection with ourselves and with our Creator. It's a time to reflect on our shortcomings, to seek forgiveness, and to make amends. It's a time to recommit to our values and to our faith. At its core, fasting is not just about abstaining from food and drink, but about cultivating a sense of self-awareness, compassion, and spiritual growth. It's about recognizing our own flaws and weaknesses and seeking to improve ourselves. Join me in reflecting on the true meaning of fasting during Ramadan, and I hope you'll share your own experiences with fasting in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about Islamic practices, be sure to check out my other videos.